Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is the 2024 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. My headphones have fell off already. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Please do drop a like as well. I shouldn't even have these headphones on. What am I doing? Yeah, please do drop a like on the stream and get yourself subscribed if you're into Formula 1. I am live for every single Grand Prix from the Formula 1 World Championship. And I know I'm a few minutes late, but you didn't think I'd miss the start, did you? You didn't think I'd miss the start, did you? I'm here. Just about. But here we go. There's not much build-up today. It's straight on. And 3, 2, 1, away we go in a minute. So the grid is properly... You might as well shuffle a deck of cards and produce a random grid. It is all over the place. Hamilton's got a new power unit. He's starting from the pit lane. Ocon, I think, has got a new power unit or was disqualified for pumping too much fuel and he started at the back. So let's have a grid rundown then. So it's Esteban Ocon from the pit lane. Lewis Hamilton as well from the pit lane. Then it is Pierre Gasly from P18. It is then Zhou Guanyu with a time penalty, with a penalty as well at the back in 17th. It's then Valtteri Bottas, P16. Lando Norris, championship challenger, down in 15th. He was 17th, but because everyone else is from the pit lane, he's been promoted up to 15th. Then Ricciardo 14th, Stroll 13th, Hülkenberg P12, out-qualified by a man in a minute. Yuki Tsunoda 11th, Oliver Behrman on his Haas debut, second Grand Prix of the season that he's been involved in the top 10. We've then got Albon, P9, another fantastic performance from Franco Colapinto in the Williams, out qualifying his teammate as well, up there in P8, Alonso P7, Max Verstappen championship leader only P6. We have then got George Russell P5, Sergio Perez who's come on a bit of a form now, P4, Carlos Sainz P3, and a front row of Oscar Piastri and winner last time out in Monza, Charles Percival Leclerc on pole position here in Azerbaijan. I think he's been on pole, I read the last 4 Azerbaijan Grand Prix in a row. Might be wrong, might need to fact check that. Leclerc's been on pole. He is good round here. And it is a messed up grid with Lando Norris from the back, Verstappen from 6th, Hamilton from the pit lane, and away we go. Yeah, but anyway, welcome to the stream, guys. That was the longest intro ever in recorded YouTube history. But yeah, welcome in. Dougie was 15 hours early. Gets you into the Viewers' Championship, though, doesn't it, Dougie? Lisa was here as well, saying you hope you don't miss this one. Well, getting a comment in has earned you a seat in the Viewers' Championship, which will probably be tomorrow at some point. Catching over 7 hours. Oh. Dougie in Denver putting messages in last night. Yeah, that was... What a night. So yeah, hello Paul as well. Yeah, I'm good, Mitch. How are you? Yes, sir, Nesto Tiesto. What time's kickoff? Kickoff is now, brev. I know I was a few minutes late, so apologies for that. But obviously as well, everybody that's got a message in live chat will be entering into the Viewers' Championship as well. So if you are watching but you never chat or you don't know what's going on, get a message in live chat and you'll be in a virtual race tomorrow. 2-hour race I'm doing Indianapolis road course. I haven't got a Natalie Pinkman poster for a start. But yes, Dan, welcome in to the stream. Lando stormed through. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how far he can get through the grid. Well into the top 10, I would have thought. Maybe somewhere around you sort of... Maybe he'd end up fighting with Verstappen. Sorry. Oh, I just literally woke up, sat here. So I'm a bit... but yeah, I think maybe by the end of the race, it's Norris versus Verstappen for about 4th. I wouldn't be surprised. But yes, welcome in. Barry's here as well. Welcome in, Barry. Chrissy, Lady Week. You've missed a few races and a few Viewers' Championship, but you're back in. You're back in for Baku. Back-to-back Charles wins. Do you know what, Dan? The race starts now. Brev, they're on the formation lap, Simon. So the race is on within the next 2 minutes. So yeah, it's starting. Yes, JJ, welcome in as well. What else was I saying? Yeah, about Charles Leclerc, right? I was looking at the drivers' standings, Charles Leclerc can still win this World Championship. Charles Leclerc can still win this championship. Now, that is a mad sentence to say, but he can. He's about 83 points behind. There's 8 to go. A Verstappen DNF and Charles Leclerc winning about 6 of the last 8. It's a long shot. It's more of a long shot than it is Norris, and Norris is already a long shot. But it's not impossible. If Charles Leclerc gets on an absolute winning streak, wins here, wins in Singapore, then the gap's 50 points with 5-6 to go. All right. And then a cheeky Verstappen DNF and Leclerc wins again in like Mexico or US or something. Then we have a look. Then we seriously have a look. And especially if you've got McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes out-qualifying Verstappen, then it's a serious question. It's not out of the realms of possibility that Charles, imagine the story of that if Charles Leclerc reins this in. Because I tell you what, Lando Norris and McLaren have dropped the ball a little bit yesterday. Well, a lot. Dropped the ball a lot with Lando Norris qualifying 17th. In the end, he starts 15th because it's like 2015 settings in terms of penalties. So they've all got penalties. Yeah, so your mum was getting a rate. Oh, fair. I mean, you know what I mean? Priorities, innit? But yeah, so I do not blame you for missing the streams. Just got your ass out of the pit. Oh, you pit, honestly. You and me both, Todd. Right, let's get the right headphones on. Let's have a listen because we're about to get underway for the race. So yeah, it's the longest of long shots. But if Charles Leclerc, let's say he notches up 3 wins in a row. So he won in Monza. Let's say he wins here and he wins in Singapore. And within that, a Verstappen issue, you could be going to, I don't know what's after Singapore. Is it US? It'd be either US or Mexico, one of them. You could be going there. You could be going to Texas 40-something points behind with 5 to go, 6 to go. It's still doable, this. I remember, I think it was 2010, Alonso was 100-odd points behind mid-season, and he said, I'm going to catch him, I'm going to win the championship. And I think he missed out by a point in the end. So, comebacks. Here we go then. It's 3-2-1. And away we go for the 2024 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Sergio Perez is having a look straight away, but it looks like Charles Leclerc's going to keep the lead into turn 1. Perez, he's had to lock the brakes to avoid it in the back of Oscar Piastri into turn 1, but they all get away cleanly. We've got Perez up the inside then of Carlos Sainz and gets the position then. So Perez up to P3. He's been looking aggressive from the get-go here. So it is Charles Leclerc that leads him away down the back straight, then into turn 4. So it is Leclerc, Piastri, Perez up to 3rd, then Sainz, Verstappen up to 5th, and then Russell, Alonso, Colapinto, who is on, not debut, but it's his 2nd ever race, out-qualifies Albon, and he's still ahead there in P8, Albon 9th, and Oliver Behrman P10. The Baku Grand Prix is underway. And it's as you were for the top 2. Leclerc from Piastri, Perez, Sainz. Come on, let's have a bit of chaos. Do you know when they first introduced this race, I think in like 2016, 17, the first 2 or 3 races that got hosted here were absolute chaos. And then it's kind of simmered down the last few years of Azerbaijan. It's kind of simmered off. So where's Norris? Norris already up to 13th, so Norris has made a couple of positions off the start. Verstappen's made up 1. Leclerc still holds the lead. What happened to Hamilton? New power unit, so started from the pit lane. A few of them, you know, Ocon I think got disqualified from qualifying. They were pumping too much fuel into the engine or something, some technical infringement. So Ocon's been slung to the back. Hamilton been slung to the back. Zhou got a penalty for I don't know what. Oh, look at this down the back straight then. Lando Norris is battling about 4 cars here down into turn 1. Oh, you've got the RB of Tsunoda, Norris, Hulkenberg and Ricciardo. And look at this, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo side by side into turn 2. But Ricciardo has to back out of it in the end. But Lando Norris is trying to make up ground, and he is up to P12, and he's going for 11th already, this Lando Norris. Attacking, making quick progress. The championship challenger, Lando Norris, and he needs to make progress. Yeah, the top 10 have already broken away, so yeah, they're just saying there, the gap between Behrman and Tsunoda is 4 seconds already on lap 2. So Tsunoda's really holding everybody up. And Norris is on the hard tyres as well. I haven't even mentioned that. So you've got the top 8 are all on mediums. Albon's on the hards in 9th. Norris is on the hards in 12th. And the significance of that is Norris can go a lot further in the race before he's got to do his first pit stop. So if he's making up positions on the hard tyre, that is a very good sign. I don't know if he'd be able to do a one-stop, but I guess that's the plan for Norris. Maybe that's the plan for everybody, and Norris is just doing the opposite. But Piastri has got DRS now, and he's right behind Charles Leclerc into turn 1. So, yeah, Charles Leclerc is not running away with this one. He's been a busy 3 weeks. Fair play. Norris attacking Tsunoda, having a look round the outside, doing the switchback. Is he going to go for it into turn 2? He's got to now. He's committed. He's down the inside, and Lando Norris takes P11 off Yuki Tsunoda. And now he's got a 4-second gap to Oliver Behrman. So, if you don't know, Oliver Behrman is stepping in for Kevin Magnussen, who's serving a 1-race ban after racking up many incidents. I think if you cause an accident or cause an issue or you're a bad boy, you get penalty points. And if you rack up 12 penalty points, you get a race ban. And Kevin Magnussen is not here today. So he's serving his race ban. So Oliver Behrman, who stepped in for Sainz in Saudi Arabia, is now stepping in for Magnussen in Azerbaijan. So Behrman's had 1 race in a Ferrari, got P6, unbelievable, and now is in the Haas, and he is confirmed to drive this car full-time next season as well. So Magnussen will be back in from Singapore to the end of the season, and then Behrman will be in the car for the entirety of 2025 and beyond for Haas. That was confirmed a few weeks ago. But look at that then. Leclerc has just about, I think, broken DRS from Piastri. So he's just about a second ahead of Piastri. And Piastri's not got DRS down the back straight. But they're all sort of keeping up. They're not. Leclerc's not disappearing away. Perez is a second behind Piastri. Sainz is second behind Perez. Verstappen is second behind Sainz. And then you've got this midfield scrap here. The RBs. Oh, Tsunoda has got a problem. Tsunoda gets out of the way of his teammate. But surely Yuki Tsunoda's got a problem here. Hamilton having a look now. Hamilton up from the pit lane start, which was technically at the back. And Hamilton does get the move done on Tsunoda. So I think Tsunoda might be down on power or something. So Hamilton up to 15th. Norris, as I say, up from 15th to 11th. Making good progress. And Leclerc is now 1.2 ahead of Piastri. Rangers go. I've seen the new Beetlejuice. I haven't. Rangers go. Oh, I see. So Verstappen passes Russell down the inside. We've just seen a replay of the start. Verstappen passes Russell on the inside at turn 2. They had a bit of a collision there a couple of years ago, I think, Russell and Verstappen at turn 2. I'm sure they had a bit of contact here a couple of years ago. So yeah, Perez, both Red Bulls made up a position into turn 2. Perez passed Sainz and Verstappen passed Russell at turn 2 off the start of the race. We were watching a replay on board with Lance Stroll. As Stroll got a puncture then. Oh, and big contact. Big contact with, I assume, Yuki Tsunoda. So Stroll team radio. Yeah, Tsunoda should have given him space there. I agree. I agree with Stroll. I think Tsunoda should have recognised that Stroll's down the inside. Oh, Piastri's right there, mate. Piastri's now within DRS of Charles Leclerc for the lead of the race here. He's within 8/10. He's right on his gearbox. Come on then, Piastri. I think he's going to get him. Mind you, though, Leclerc's quick in the middle sector. I think Piastri can get him. Oh, the gap is just on that brink of a second. 0.984. Is he going to get the... Oh, he might not get DRS. He's just on that absolute cusp of a second. If you don't know, you have to be within a second of the car in front to get DRS. I don't... It's going to be close into turn 1, but yeah, not close enough to make the move this lap for Piastri, but he's right on him. He's right on him. Whoo! Leclerc versus Piastri today. Oh, they've got this gyroscopic camera on Russell's car. Not for me. Oh, look at this. Down to turn 4 and Piastri's having a look. Whew. Hamilton complaining about the tyre. His tyre's pretty bad. Well, most of the field's on it, mate. Yes, Sean, welcome in, bro. You want Franco to score points today and shut all the doubters' mouths up? Yeah. He's been really impressive, hasn't he? Franco Colapinto. I can't believe. Like, obviously, Behrman and Antonelli, like, get all the headlines and the hype. But Colapinto's been the most impressive. He's been brilliant. To out-qualify Albon in his second ever race, something that Sargent did, what? Twice in 25 races or something. Is and especially he crashed in practice 1 and ended up out qualifying Albon. So he's come on the scene like Nick De Vries. Do you remember? Nick De Vries started off well. I think he got a P8 in Monza. And then it didn't quite pan out after that. But hopefully it doesn't go that way. But he's certainly had a great start. And still ahead of Albon as well. And look, and Leclerc's eked it out a bit there. Yeah, the gap was 8/10. It's now 1.4. Perez a couple of seconds off Piastri's sides. It's starting to spread out a little bit. Norris still in 11th, but now he's catching Behrman now. Oliver Behrman, number 50. I don't think that's a number that he'll pick full time. That's Monza. This is Baku, though, yeah. Yeah, different beast, innit, Baku? So Lando's already, we're 7 laps in, and Norris is already knocking on the door of points. So he's made good progress on the hard tyre as well. Leclerc stretching his legs a little bit out front now. Has Piastri's chance come and gone? For now it has. Oh, I tell you what, Behrman came extremely close to the wall there. Yeah, look at this. Leclerc's got this covered at the minute. Gap stretched out to 1.8 now. Yeah, you've got a 1, 2, 3. You've got like a top 6 all strung out. And then there's 5 seconds to Alonso in 7th. And then you sort of got Alonso, Colapinto. I mean, Colapinto and Albon being 8th and 9th. It's a hell of a day for Williams so far. And there comes Lando Norris down the inside of Oliver Behrman and takes P10. Now he's got to catch the Williams pair of Colapinto and Albon. But they're having a great day, Williams here. Listen, they'll shake your hand right now for a P8 and P9 finish, without a doubt. Maybe they'll end up 9th and 10th with Norris coming through, but still. Yeah, Norris is on his way, Barry. Picking them off one by one. Yes, Jordan. Do the drivers know how many seconds in front? They won't have it on the steering wheel live, but they'll either be able to see it, which trumps everything. I can see him. Or the team will be telling them. If someone's really far ahead, let's say towards the end of the race, and he's 15 seconds ahead, then the team will probably tell you 13 seconds, 12, you're reining him in. But with regards to DRS, they'll know, won't they? They'll know what a second gap looks like just through experience. Piastri will know that he's a couple of seconds back. You know what I mean? He'll be able to tell. Oh, Russell saying the plastic bag just went in the left-hand side airbox. Ooh. Never ideal, that, is it? Hulkenberg attacking Behrman for 11th here. I can't believe we had Behrman out-qualifying Hulkenberg and Colapinto out-qualifying Albon. William Miller would give you 100 to 1 on that. Hulkenberg having a look now. Leclerc's got a 2.8 second lead out front. Where's this Ferrari pace come from since he arrived in Monza? Because Leclerc from Monaco to Monza, from Monaco to Monza, Ferrari was struggling to get on the podium. And then all of a sudden, they're the fastest car. I mean, I've got to say, this season is... I did not expect this kind of a season after the first 4 or 5 races. I was writing it off as 2023 Part 2 after, in May. And... we've had 7 different winners. 4 different teams have won multiple Grand Prix. I would never have guessed that after round 5. Hulkenberg goes round the outside of Behrman into turn 1. Hulkenberg up into 11th then. And Norris is 3.5 seconds behind Albon for 9th, so he's catching. Leclerc's now got a 3-second lead out front. He's got this covered at the moment. Perez 1.2 behind Piastri, so Piastri needs to start looking in the mirrors more than attacking Leclerc, because Perez is on his way. Sainz is then 2.5 behind Perez. Verstappen's not really done a lot. Down there in 5th, 3 seconds behind Sainz. It's all a bit strung out. There's not really a lot. It's not a 10 out of 10 race so far, this. I tell you what, there's been some absolute crackers. I think I give Monza a 9. I think I'd give Canada like a 9. I think I'd give Austria a 10. It's definitely been an above average season, but not sure about this one. I don't think this is go down. I mean, it's early days. It's like 10 of 51. You know what I mean? It's early days, but so far it's not going down as an absolute classic. Watching Tottenham Arsenal later. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, of course I am. What time does that kick off? 2:30 or something? 2:30. So it won't clash with this. Yeah, I'll be watching that. Come on then, Sainz. Look, they're all just strung out. Oh, Colapinto's pitted. So Colapinto's the first in the pits. From, where was he? P9? 8th, 9th. So Colapinto from inside the points has pitted onto the hard tyre. 2.7 second pit stop. Clean as you like. And away back into the race. He comes down in P15 now, but obviously everybody else has got to stop. So Ernesto Tiesto. Yeah, 2 p.m. I mean, don't talk about football much, but Arsenal missing a couple of players as well, aren't they? At least. That might just even it up a little bit more than Arsenal fans would like. But, yeah, it should be interesting. Leclerc still extending the lead, 3.7. Leclerc's got this one at the minute. Oh, look at this. The F1 people behind the scenes know. They've got the graphics on. Norris, gap to Verstappen, 12 seconds. They know the crucial information to get on the screen. Imagine the media's that focused on Verstappen versus Norris, and then Leclerc just starts racking up the wins and wins the championship. If Leclerc wins the championship from here, it would probably be the best comeback in F1 history, wouldn't it? Could you imagine? I wonder what the gap would be if it finished now. If Leclerc's like 83 points behind now. If Verstappen ends up 5th, what's that? About 10 points. 12 points. So Leclerc could be taking 12 points out of Verstappen if it ended now. It's not enough. It's not enough. But if Leclerc starts racking up wins, I want a 3-way championship fight going into Abu Dhabi. Yeah. I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility. I mean, you know, you could say that the track just favours a Ferrari or whatever, but, you know, the next track should favour Ferrari as well. Leclerc, before you know it, Leclerc could rack up 3 wins in a row, and then what? Then what are we saying after that? Then it's not such a wild... I think this is what I'd like to see, if you can't tell. I think I'd like to see Leclerc win 3 in a row then he'd be second. He'd be second in the championship. Then definitely, and he'd be about 40. He'd be about 40 points behind Verstappen. There'd be about 5 races to go. It'd only take a DNF from Verstappen for then. You still need, in any scenario here, to make this championship a lot more interesting than it is at the minute. For any interesting scenario, you could do with a Verstappen DNF, really. If Verstappen finishes every race well inside the points, so let's say Verstappen finishes every race in the top 5, no one's beating him. You know, because Norris isn't flawless. Norris isn't going to rack up 8 wins in a row. Leclerc's not going to win all 8, is he? So I think for Verstappen to win this championship, just keep finishing in the top 5 and they can't touch you. Anyway, the pit stops have started. Yes, Salty Dog, mate. Welcome into the stream, dude. You had to set your alarm not to miss the stream. The sun's not even up. Oh, yeah. If you're 6 hours behind, 5-6 hours behind the UK, you are on dawn settings. So I appreciate you being in. Not been a classic so far. I've been ranting on about the outside chance of Leclerc maybe clawing in this championship lead, which is a fantasy. You know, it's not really realistic, but you know, it's mathematically possible. You know, that Leclerc can. He's got a 5-second lead now, Leclerc. It's rapid. Is Charles Leclerc unbeatable today? Unbelievable. Here's Verstappen then. He's pitted. He's out in P10 and he's attacking Daniel Ricciardo for P9. Hey, they had a big crash down here at Turn 1 when they were teammates in 2017 or 2018. But Verstappen, no repeat of that as Verstappen goes down the inside and gets the place. Look at that Albon up in P4 yet to stop. You love to see it. So, yeah, Verstappen stopped onto the hard tyres. Perez has stopped and is down to 6th. So, Leclerc, Piastri, and Sainz still out there. Albon and Norris still out there. So, yeah, top 5 haven't pitted. It's 7 a.m. Yeah, for you as well, Ernesto. Fair play, mate. Arsenal in a couple of hours and the proper 12 with your coffee. I will not be drinking one drop of anything today other than water and juice. Yeah. Look at this. So Perez is pulling the undercut. This is the problem again, and I mention this every week. Perez, who was 3rd, pitted, right? And like I say every week, if I'm the driver in front, I react to that immediately on the next lap. Now, why they've tried to extend Piastri's stint by 2 or 3 laps, it might cost him. For the sake of having slightly fresher tyres at the end of the next stint in 30-odd laps, I don't think it's worth the trade-off. I think you react straight away. Look at that. Gasly's gone round the outside of 2 cars there, has he? Pierre Gasly! But they go side by side into turn 2, and Russell gets the move done on Gasly, but I need to see a replay of that. Gasly was on smoke there. And here comes Ricciardo on Gasly as well with DRS down to turn 4. Oh, Gasly keeps the position though. This is a battle for P10 at the moment, but we've still got pit stops yet to happen, so it's not representative yet when it all irons itself out, because we've still got Albon up there in P4 yet to stop. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Then Norris holding up Perez to benefit Piastri. Come on, then. Teamwork. Papaya rules here. Come on, then. McLaren playing the team game, using Norris as the pawn, using Norris as your spare soldier to hold up Sergio Perez to benefit Oscar Piastri. Because Piastri's got a chance at winning the Grand Prix. We'll love to see it. Yeah, of course he's holding you up, Sergio. You got to pass him, haven't you? Piastri pits. Ooh, this is going to be close. I don't know why they extended Piastri's stint in the first place. In my opinion, they should have pitted Piastri, which is a lot to say. Pitted Piastri, but they should have pitted Piastri 3 laps ago. Instead of doing it now, they might just about get away with it. It's going to be close. All for the sake of having 2-lap fresher tyres. You're putting yourself in danger, and it's going to be close. But Piastri just about gets out ahead of Perez, but Perez is going to be on the warpath. He's already warmed up the tyres, and he's on absolute war mode. He's past Norris, and Perez is going to be challenging Piastri for what is effectively P2 in the Grand Prix. I tell you what, McLaren have diced with it there, and I think they're just about going to get away with it. But I would not have done that on the pit wall. I'd have pitted him. I'd have reacted to the Perez pit stop immediately. There's a lot of P's going on. Piastri, Perez, pitted, pit stop. But I've got through it, and I hope you understand my point. With another P. But I do rant about that because I tell you now, I don't think it's worth extending a stint. I really don't. It's one of my bugbears. Oh, it's not worth extending your stint. React to the driver behind is what I'm saying. And look at that then. So Tsunoda's out of the race. He's got hole in the side pod. Yeah. GG's. Tsunoda's out of the race. He's crawled around for 16 laps with hole in the side of the car and eventually decided enough's enough. Leclerc pits from the lead. Imagine they fumble a wheel here now. Ooh. Pressure's on. Looks a clean stop for your race leader. Percival Leclerc. He's going to come back out. So Sainz has stayed out there. Look at Albon. Go on, Alex. Albon up in P3. He's attacking Leclerc. I tell you what, Albon could get up to second here. Go on, Alex. I dare you. Go on, Alex. I dare you to get involved in a battle you should never be in. I dare you, Alex. I dare you. No, don't. I'm only joking, Alex. I'm only joking. Don't bother. Wow, look at this now. You've got Alex Albon in the mix here, but Leclerc, Albon, Piastri and Perez are nose to tail here. 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. Albon's yet to stop, so he's not really his fight, but he's there anyway. For the time being. Maybe 2 p.m.'s a bit early for you, what, for wine? A bit too early, what, for me? Oh, God, I miss a few messages. You're quicker than Bottas coming home on your e-bike. I tell you what, Bottas, yeah, is the fittest driver on the grid. Like, physical fitness. I'm talking about looks. Physical fitness, Valtteri Bottas is an absolute beast. On his weekends off, he does Ironman challenges. He does marathons on his weeks off and stuff. Swims across oceans, you know what I mean, on a Tuesday afternoon. Trust me, Valtteri Bottas is not a man to be messed with on a bike or running or anything like that. But anyway, here we go then. We've got Piastri on Albon. Albon's still staying out there. You love to see it. But Piastri gets the job done then, and that'll be for 2nd place with Sainz in the pits. We are now starting to iron itself out. We've got Albon still in the mix, but we have got now Leclerc from Piastri. The gap's only 1.2. It was 6 seconds before the pit stops. So Piastri within the pit stops has gained back about 4 seconds. And they just about got away with it, Piastri. You know, reacting as late as they possibly could to Perez. I suppose that is the optimal thing, really. Extending the stint, but not enough to get done, is dicing with... You're risking it. I still wouldn't risk it. But they have played it. They've got away with it. Too early for jam snooze. What's a jam snooze? But cheers, Ernesto. Yeah, get yourself subscribed. I always forget to sort of say, but please do drop a like as well. You know, I do sort of get once I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. I don't really say like, please subscribe. You know, but you know, help me out. It's the slowest growing channel on YouTube, so you know, I need every help I can get. It took 6 months to get from 595 to 600 subscribers. 6 months, brev. It's a difficult game out here. I've gone the long route. This is the long, slow grind of YouTube, but I'm here for it. So any like, or if you're not subscribed, come on. It really helps me out, because this channel doesn't grow as fast as the cars that we watch. Put it that way. So so Perez has unstuck himself. He was stuck behind Albon, but he's finally got the move done. AUX has gone from 100 miles to 5 miles away. Oh, Todd, you might have got yourself a stalker. You might have got yourself a what's that series called? Baby Moose or something. What's that program? Sure, it's something like Baby Moose or something. There's someone on there. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Baby Reindeer is what it is. Baby Moose. Nearly. Same sort of thing. Same category of animal, innit? You be on a Baby Reindeer settings, Todd. You better be careful. Look at this. Piastri's on the attack again. Lap 19 of 51. And Piastri's not done here. Piastri's not done. Come on then, Oscar. Of the 7 drivers that have won Grand Prix, they've all won more than one as well, apart from Piastri's only won the one. Look at this. He's got the DRS. Oh, don't die from there. Don't die from there. No, he's died from there. He's died from there. He's got the lead. What a move. What a move. Leclerc's going to fight him back into turn 2. Oh, it's unbelievable. Oh, it's one of the best overtakes I've ever seen. That's the best overtake I've ever seen since Hamilton in Monza in 2007. Oh, that's incredible. Oscar Piastri incredibly takes the lead in the Baku Grand Prix with a move out of left field. Oh, it's incredible. I said don't do it. Don't go for it. Oh, it's one of the best moves I've ever seen. It's one of the best. That was an absolute dive bomb of dive bombs. Prime Daniel Ricciardo would be bowing to that. Unbelievable. Oh, what a move. Listen, oh, it's incredible. And he just about misses the wall. I was telling him, don't do it from there. Don't do it from there. He went, you could shut up. You think you're a madman. I'm in. Oh, Oscar Piastri, what a move. Ruthlessly takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix on lap 20. And it's phenomenal. Leclerc, done, dusted, rinsed, bin-bagged, and beaten. Unbelievable. What a move. That's what I'm talking about, Denver. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm here for, man. Baby Moose, lad. Oh, Piastri was absolutely ruthless there. Oh, Leclerc's going to fight him back. Oh, this race has come alive. You can't even see the... Oh, mate, this race has come alive. Forget the first 19 laps. This race starts now. This race started 2 minutes ago. You can forget the first however long I've been live, 46 minutes. This started 2 minutes ago. But how are we doing? Oh, mate, honestly, you don't get passionate about that. You can't even explain it to you. If you don't get hype about a move like that, you'll never be. Oh, Hamilton has a look at the Haas down the inside. Oh, and he's wrestling with the rear end, but he's still down in 15th, Lewis Hamilton. Albon's still out there. Albon's still out there in P4. Honestly, I haven't seen a dive bomb move for the lead like that. That's like prime Daniel Ricciardo, like 2017 Daniel Ricciardo, that. And then before that, you know, it's shades of Hamilton on Raikkonen at Monza 2007. Absolute send. And it's so much of a send that it catches the Leclerc wouldn't have expected it. It was that much of a send. It's like, whoa. For the race leader, for Leclerc, he's like, holy. What a move. Unbelievable. And Piastri leads, but Leclerc's not letting him get away. Piastri's not sailing into the sunset here. Leclerc's on him. And even more than that, Perez is on the battle as well. We got a three-way fight for the lead here. We got the top three are nose to tail on lap 22. And there's three different cars as well. A McLaren, a Ferrari, a Red Bull. Wow, this is now. And I was saying after lap 10, I was like, I don't really rate this race. The score by the minute here, my score out of 10 is going through the ceiling. Perez can win this. Can Perez win this race? That'll be 8 winners this season. Come on, Sergio, you're letting the side down, man. Sergio could do with winning a race this season. You know, then we've got all 8 drivers from the top 4 teams with a win under the belt. That'd probably be a record. That would probably be a record. Franco Colapinto with a move. Seeing a replay down into turn 1, and he's back up into the points. Yeah, we've definitely got a top 3 breakaway here. We've definitely got a top 3 breakaway. I tell you what, bets are off for any of these top 3. Could come away with victory here. Oh, Leclerc's right there, man. Oh, Leclerc's right on his gearbox. Oh, what a scrap this is. Oh, look at this. Sainz has just passed Norris. And I tell you what, they fucked that up on Sky commentary then. It was a case of misidentification from your man on probably £1,000 a minute. But I knew. It was Sainz on Norris. So that's why. So Norris is still out there on old tyres, that's why. Oh, this is not good for Norris. So yeah, Albon is obviously still up there. Still out, yet to stop. But so's Norris. Norris is not a legitimate P6. I'm getting carried away thinking, oh, Norris has done well. He's up to P6. He's not. He's not in 6th. It might say 6, Norris. But the reality is he's not. He's yet to stop. Also Albon up there, P4. But not really. For now. It should say, when they haven't stopped yet, it should say, for now. Not by the time the checkered flag flies. Well, he might make it back up, but basically, Norris is looking at the back end of the points at the minute, I'd say. Hamilton as well be lucky to walk out of here with a point. Where's Kim Stappen? Very good question, Todd. A very good question for the Viewers' Championship as well. Just keep quiet. Oh, I want more people to watch the stream. Imagine me saying that. You know what I mean? Imagine me like, just keep quiet. She might not be in. For the sake of the championship. Oh my God. Oh, it's Norris versus Verstappen here. So Verstappen's obviously stopped on fresher tyres. Norris is still out there on old tyres. And so we have got Norris versus Verstappen. Be as aggressive as you can, Lando. Oh, steady on, steady on, steady on, steady on, steady on. Oh. I thought they were going to crash then. I really did. I honestly thought that Verstappen's late. This is getting spicy. But the thing is, if you're Norris, defend it as hard as you can. It's worse for Verstappen to get into contact than it is for you. You know what I mean? Defend as hard as you can. Don't make it easy. But I tell you what, the 2.2 kilometre back straight might just come in clutch for Verstappen on this one. With a slipstream, with a DRS on, Verstappen cuts the corner. What are you doing? Verstappen's on warpath mode here, cutting corners. I tell you what, if I do that in iRacing, I have to get fully off the throttle for 10 seconds. Where's your penalty? Verstappen trying to cut corners. He's on absolute war mode. The thing is, yeah, Piastri's just set the fastest lap, but Leclerc's still within half a second of him. And Verstappen complaining about his brakes. Ooh, now, a cheeky brake failure. It's like watching a football match wanting a fucking crunch tackle in it. I can't. That's too far, do you know what I mean? Let's have a look. It's like watching a football match going, I hope he 2-foots him here. And does his cruciate ligament for good measure. You know what I mean? I'm sat there going, oh, brake failure for Verstappen? Bring it on. It's not morally, you know what I mean? It's not ethically correct, that. I don't agree with myself. It would make the championship more interesting, though, if Verstappen didn't finish the race, put it that way. For the sake of the sport, we're ramping it up if Verstappen doesn't finish. Definitely. Pity Haaland didn't stay in his bed. He didn't get a hat-trick, though, did he? He's not that good. He's not that good, Haaland. I mean, I thought definite hat-trick against Brentford. Come on. I'd have got a hat-trick against Brentford. Do you know what I mean? No, that guy's a machine, man. Absolute machine. Look at how close it is for the lead still. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, oh, it's simmered down a bit, you know, talking about other stuff. But the reality is, Leclerc is right behind Piastri still. Since Piastri did the dive bomb and got the move, Leclerc has had the bit between his teeth and he's saying, you are not getting away. You might have made me look like driving Miss Daisy, but you are not getting away. Do you know what I mean? You can tell Leclerc's probably driving like this. Think you're getting away? No chance. You're not making me look like a pansy. Do you know what I mean? Leclerc's absolutely on it. Doesn't give a damn about the tyres. At least that's what I'd like to think. You know what I mean? Sod the tyres. Ooh, tyre preservation. Not today. Do you know what I mean? That's the attitude I want to see. Because sod it. You just foot to the floorboard. Norris under pressure from Verstappen still. I can't believe that, to be honest with you, the fact that Verstappen's still behind Norris now is a surprise. You know, I'd have thought Max would have just rocked up and just done him immediately. You happen to be the last club to beat them, you know. They've dropped Perez slightly. Russell having a meltdown on team radio. What lap do we expect Albon and Norris to box? Yeah, you see, this is it. They're going far into the race. Ooh, Leclerc has a look for the lead. The thing is, because there's like a sunset going on, it's difficult to tell which who's who. That camera angle at the end of the pit straight, all the cars just look grey in that light. You can't tell who's who, what's what, and who's where. Sunset. Verstappen still stuck behind. They've got Albon there as well, look. Russell's coming up to the back of this pack as well. So you got Albon and Norris still out there on lap 27 on hard tyres that they started the race on. Where's Norris going to end up here? Norris is going to come out of the pits like P11, 12. So then, is it a one stop for everyone? I would assume at this point. Then, is it one stop all round? I think it's got to be, hasn't it? You don't want to be two stopping. It's just that the majority of people have gone medium to hard tyre, and then you've got Albon and Norris going hard, and then to medium at the end. See, you can't barely tell what two cars that is coming into turn one. Best guess, it was Piastri and Leclerc, and it was. See, look at that camera angle. You try identifying a driver there now. If you're watching this coverage here, from that angle, I mean, from the back you can tell. But in the sun glare like that, we've got a grey car followed by a grey car followed by a grey car. Good luck to you. But Verstappen still, Albon's doing a job here, big time. Like 28 of 51. The gap between Piastri and Leclerc for the lead, 0.6 of a second. Do you know what? In Monza as well, I said it was move of the season, Piastri on Norris around the outside at the second chicane. And then again today, what a move he's pulled on Leclerc. 2 races, 2 phenomenal overtaking manoeuvres for the lead of the race from Oscar Piastri. Making himself known. They might be trying to favour Norris in the championship, but Piastri's showing what he's made of in these last 2 weeks. Big time. Oh, here we go. This is going to be close now. Is this going to be where Leclerc gets the lead back? Look at this. Yeah, look, we're already weaving. We're already on weaving settings coming halfway down the straight. This has got to be it. Leclerc's going to retake the lead here. Piastri defends down the inside. He's going to force Leclerc around the outside, the side-by-side into turn one. Piastri holds on for now. He's defended it well on the inside and tried to force Leclerc around the outside, but Piastri holds on to the lead. You're not dive-bombing me. Whew. Hey, what a race this is as well. What a season we're having, honestly. How the hell did I get through 2023? I'll never know, but what a season this is. Thank God. I couldn't have dealt with another 2023. Thank God we've got a good season here. whatever happens now, you know, Verstappen probably win the championship by 50 points. But listen, I take it, man. What a season. Regardless, do you know what I mean, at this point? Hamilton team radio down in 14th. Hamilton not happy. Well, Hamilton must be wrestling the car around and dancing the rear end round somehow, but he's not very happy. Can Leclerc get it done now? Here we go then. For another round of Leclerc versus Piastri for the lead. And Piastri's already weaving round on the... Oh, I don't know. I mean, are you going to dive bomb him? Is the question. Oh, not from there. No, you see. You ain't got it in you. Oh. You know, it's extremely close, this. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. Still half a second for the win. I mean, we went through a full season last season without this scenario. A full 12-month calendar without a fight for the win. Now we get it every week. This is how it should be. And Verstappen's wins have dried up. This will be 7 in a row that Verstappen hasn't won. And when you've won something like 30 out of the last 33 races or something crazy like that, then not winning 7 in a row. Verstappen and Red Bull on a dry spell. The thing is, for the championship, though, it's not really spicing it up a lot because Norris is going to end up with a couple of points here. Norris is going to end up behind Verstappen, probably. So, you know, as a plan B, you know, I don't really, it's not really a great day championship-wise. But it is a great day for an individual race. As an individual race, brilliant. For the championship, a bit dodgy. Oh, look how close it is. Piastri has to defend down the inside again. Lando Norris has been told to pit, but they're still fighting for the lead. What a race. I can't believe this. I think he might go for it into turn 4. I think he might go for it. Oh, it's close, but he doesn't. I honestly thought he might have a look into turn 4 there. A great name for P19 Stroll. Whew. What a fight this is. 20 laps to go. And Piastri and Leclerc going at it. Albon and Norris still out there in 5th and 6th. All right, then. I mean, to be fair, Norris is going to be quick in these last, let's say 18, 19 laps. Norris is going to be quick. But is he going to be able to be quick enough to re-catch Verstappen? And I don't know, man. He's going to have to be rapid in the final stint. Yeah, Leclerc being told, keep it nice and tidy. This is good fighting. Yeah. Just don't... Yeah. What is it? Do you know what's not been mentioned here? Do you know what's not been mentioned in this race? Right? The DRS zone is perfect. It's perfect. because DRS is always, most of the time, it's either makes it too easy to overtake or it's not even effective enough. This, they balanced it perfectly. The DRS today, fantastic. Look at that, Verstappen down the inside of George Russell. Albon's pitted. Albon's finally pitted. Yes, Dugan, welcome in, bro. Mate, honestly, waiting for him to bang Arsenal on. Hey, you're watching a good one, mate. It's the one to watch, lad, because you know there's many ones where it's just a bit of a dead. This is extremely close. But cheers for popping into the stream, bro. I'll be on North London Derby after this myself. He's saying the orange car. I'm going red car. No, I don't. It's so close. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I think he's going to get him here. I really do. I feel like it's been brewing for many laps. Leclerc's got to get the run here now. I think this is it. I really do. I think this is it. No, he's not going to be near enough, is he? Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Piastri defends around the inside and forces Leclerc around the outside, but he's just about got enough. But as Leclerc got the inside line, Piastri defends it, and they're fighting into turn 2. But Piastri still holds on now. Leclerc's going to have the DRS and the slipstream down to turn 4, but he's wrestling the rear of the car, and Piastri gets the run. Whoa, what a battle this is. What a battle for the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Lap 33 of 51, and they're going nose to tail, and Perez is in the fight as well. Do not write off Sergio Perez for winning this race today. Do not write off Sergio Perez. He's having a look. He's waiting for the carnage, and he's going to slip through, unbeknownst to them. 3-way fight for the win. Verstappen team radio, no rear grip. The car's just jumping on the rear. Verstappen's not happy. He hasn't won in the last 7. GG's. You've dried up, mate. Yeah, what's Verstappen doing in 6th? Dried up. He was winning every week until about May, and then they've all caught up with him, haven't they? Thank God for that, because it was Verstappen for 18 months. Now we've got Formula 1 is back. I tell you what, the DRS is perfect. It's never usually is. It's either always too easy to make a move or not effective enough to make a difference. They've balanced it to perfection today. I think Piastri's weathered the storm here as well, you know. Reflexes off the charts. You're a wee bit tired. Well, yes, Kim. Welcome into the stream as well. You made it. And you're in the next round of the Viewers' Championship. And so is Paul Dugan. A debut for Dugan in the Viewers' Championship tomorrow. Has Piastri now weathered the storm here? Yeah, of course. Oh, and Russell passes Verstappen. Norris is yet to pit. I mean, if Leclerc's got any hope of fighting for this title, Leclerc could really do winning this, especially with Verstappen down in 7th. You know, Verstappen has got a 63-point championship lead on Norris. Norris is yet to stop, so Norris is going to finish behind Verstappen anyway. Leclerc's about 80 points behind in the championship. Leclerc could really do winning this. Yes, Farron, welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you're good, mate. I think Piastri's just about doing enough here. Leclerc's not within attacking distance here. What a battle, though. So with 15, 16 laps to go, and it's still 1, 2, 3 separated by 2 seconds. Yes, Lisa, welcome in to the stream. It's a colossal fight, says Ted Kravitz. Incredible. Is this Colapinto here defending from Hülkenberg and Albon? So Albon's on the fresh medium tyres. Albon's got to pass these two ASAP. Yeah, Albon's going to get a couple of points here, but he needs to dispatch of Hülkenberg and Colapinto within the next couple of laps. But yeah, Albon's on for a few points here. But Colapinto, what a drive! Oh, Max be chucking every toy he ever had out of the pram. It's the thing is, what's a bit ruthless, what's a bit unfortunate about this race is Verstappen down in P7, but Norris isn't taking advantage of that. Because they messed up in qualifying yesterday, Norris needs to be winning on a day like this. That's the thing. Norris needs to be winning. With Verstappen down in 7th, Norris needs to be winning on a day like this. Look at this live Drivers' Championship. Look at this. They know. Oh, I tell you what. I think Leclerc will beat him. I think Leclerc's going to beat him. I think Leclerc's quicker. I do. I think if Leclerc gets back ahead of Piastri, I think he'll go. He'll be gone. The fact that Piastri's been able to keep him behind for this long is unbelievable. An unbelievable drive from Piastri. But I think this all might be in vain. I think it's a matter of time. Piastri holds on and wins. It's unbelievable. It's standing ovation. But I just feel like it's a matter of time, really. Oh, look at this replay, though. As I say that, Charles Leclerc drifting onto the curb. Whoa. A big... Oh, we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. Do you know what? I haven't... Oh, green flag. In fact, I should have had this on since the beginning. I should have had this graphic on the screen for the last hour and 15 minutes. Oh, they are doing a 2-stop then. So it is a 2-stop. Oh, dummy call. So they're thinking 2-stop then. Listen, if they 2-stop it, if I'm Perez and Piastri and Leclerc, I'm definitely staying out if I'm Perez, and Piastri and Leclerc fancy a second pit stop. I don't. Sure, are they going to pit towards the end or just see it through? I think they see it through. If the top two pit, you bet your bottom dollar Perez is staying out there and come what may. You know what I mean? That's your opportunity. I can't even tell who's having a look down the inside. I think it was Albon or Hülkenberg that. But the way the sun glare is going into turn 1, it's your best guess who you're looking at. So Hamilton's on the scene then. So this is the battle for 11th. This is Colapinto, Behrman, and Hamilton. 12th, 11th, 12th, 13th. I'll tell you what, Hamilton started from the pit lane, started at the back, but he's not made a hell of a lot of positions today. It's a race to forget for Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes in general, this. Oh, DRS is not perfect. Kids have kicked in DRS. DRS. I don't think I've ever complimented DRS before. It just is what it is. It exists. It's in the ether. Today, I have to compliment. They've got it spot on. Oh, look at this for the leaders. Leclerc's reining him back in again. I think, like I say, it's a matter of time. I just get the impression that, like, Piastri's just clinging on here, and Leclerc's with the pace, with the power, and he's got the grip, he's got the faster car, and I just feel like it's a matter of time before Leclerc gets this position back and gets the win. If Piastri holds on, I don't even know what I'd say. It's one of the best drives I've ever seen. I tell you what, I mentioned it a few times, but this low sun into turn one, you could be watching a pass for the lead, you wouldn't know. They're not going to stop now. They're not. Lap 38 of 51. You're not going to stop now for 10 laps at the end because you're going to have that much of a... You're going to cost yourself 20 seconds. You're not going to make that up with the freshest of fresh tyres. You're not going to make that up on a brand new set of softs. So they're not stopped now. They've got to go to the end from here. 2 stops. Forget it. Forget it. Will Leclerc tyres be going off quicker as behind Piastri for so long? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But I think what trumps that is, I think Leclerc's got the faster car. It's so close again into turn one, but Piastri holds on. Give her a Gaelic kiss. What's one of them? Is that good or bad, Todd? Oh, look at that. Leclerc having a look into turn 4. Leclerc's got the faster car here. And Piastri's just holding on for dear life. He'll be counting down the laps, Piastri. Where's the end? Where's the end? Please, let this end. Right, so Norris has pitted. He's 7th, and he's 15 seconds behind Verstappen with 12 laps to go. So he's going to have to be a second a lap quicker than Verstappen to end up passing him before the end. But Verstappen to take this. As bad as it is for Verstappen this race, it's take it still because he's got Norris behind him. That's it. I don't need to expand on that. He's got Norris behind him. It's a good day for Verstappen. It's a day, a good day's a stretch. It's a day that could have been a lot worse for Verstappen, this. You know, he's not had a great day, but Norris screwed it in qualifying yesterday, so neither of them are getting a lot of points. Which, you know, as an individual race, brilliant. For the championship, they're not taking advantage of this. Well, this race will be remembered as a titanic battle between Piastri and Leclerc for the win. Whatever happens, this race will be remembered as Piastri versus Leclerc. This is where it was gloves off, you know, and it's not finished yet. I'm talking about it as if I'm rounding it up like it's finished. It's not. It's still ongoing as we speak. But this, whatever happens now, this race will be remembered as Piastri versus Leclerc. It's fantastic. It really is. And I do think it's a matter of time. A Glasgow kiss. Ed Butter. Equal rights. Replay it with Leclerc. Oh, he's brushed the wall. They're going absolutely. They're not giving an inch. You know, Charles Leclerc literally brushing the wall. Oh, he's going to get him, surely. Surely he's going to get him. It can't be this close for this long. I mean, eventually, surely Leclerc's just going to have to send it. Lick the stamp and send it, Charles. It's the only chance. You've got to go for it. Piastri defends on the inside and yet again holds on. Now, what are you going to do? You've got to get the perfect exit. Or you've got to line him up into turn 4. Piastri holds on again. You're going to have to lick the stamp and send it, Charles. I don't know what to tell you. Piastri's driving this to perfection. Piastri's absolutely driving this like a... This is unbelievable defence. He's just doing enough. Every time they get down to turn 1, Piastri's putting the car in exactly the right place, and Leclerc can't do it and won't do it. Perez is still there as well, you know, having a look. Perez is just thinking, if you two collide, easy dubs. Oh, look at this. Someone's down the inside. I can't tell who it is because the sun is such a glaring. Hamilton's down the inside of Behrman for P12. How significant that is. Not very, but... Norris will get Max at the end. Yeah, what's the gap saying? 11.4 with 10 laps to go. Yeah. I tell you what, that'll be a battle to watch, even though it's only going to be a fight for 6th, but that might get feisty, that. But the thing is, like I say, Verstappen P6, he's not had a great day, but neither has Norris. And that's critical for Verstappen and critical for the championship. When Verstappen's down in 6th, you know, a Norris win here would be needed. Look at how close it is again. Here comes Leclerc. And Piastri holds on again. Piastri holds on again. What a fight this is. It's a battle for the ages, this. Honestly. Jaws theme all the way. I tell you what, they'll have a lot more mutual respect for each other after this. They'll come out of this race and there'll be a look and there'll be a lot of respect between the two of these after this, because they have gone hell for leather. This is incredible. They're absolutely on the limit. It is. It is fantastic to watch. You know, they're both wrestling the car on the exit curb of, I don't know if it's turn 26 or whatever. They're both drifting the car around on the curb there. On the absolute limit. I tell you what, they'll have a lot of mutual respect after this. They both know they've taken each other to the absolute limit of their abilities here. They've pushed each other to the absolute limit. And Perez is still there as well. You know what I mean? Perez is still there. The laps are counting down. You know, 9 to go. Perez is still involved here. Oh, Norris 9 behind Verstappen. Got to keep an eye on that as well. That'll go down to the wire as well. That won't it? And Piastri still. And Piastri still holds on. And Perez is coming back, yeah. Sainz is on his way as well. I love it. Sainz is on his way as well. Sainz is on his way. He can see, Sainz can see the three battling for the lead. He's thinking, 8 laps to go. Don't mind if I diddly do. No way. Sainz for a late surge. Oscar is giving us a glimpse of what I can see from him in the future. Yeah, this is big. This is the most impressive, whatever happens. This is the most impressive drive I've seen from Oscar Piastri. And listen, we know he won a dodgy Hungarian Grand Prix. And, you know, he took the fight to Lando last week in Monza. But this is an unbelievable drive. Whatever happens, I mean, he might get done by Leclerc. Regardless of that, what an unbelievable drive from the pair of them as well. You know, Leclerc's having a fantastic season as well, whatever happens. You know, Leclerc, look at him drifting. I'll tell you what, the tyres are going off as well, you know, here. The tyres are going off. They're drifting all over the place. This is going to be close, isn't it? This is going to be close. No, not close enough. And Piastri holds on yet again. I can barely watch it. I mean, I tell you now, it's not the chaos, the carnage, and the you know, the madness. But as a you know, as a one race versus, you know, one driver versus another, this is as good as it gets. As a 1v1 situation in a race, this is as good as it gets. It's going to get a high score, this. On Rate the Race. It's going to get a very high score, this. And there's been a lot of races this season in the 8s, 9s, 10s. Lawrence scored. Go on, Loz. 9. Well, too early to say yet, answer. It's too early to say. It's not over yet. We've still got another 5 or 6 laps. Too early to say, but it's up there. It's up there. Anto. Come on then, Anto. You won yesterday, didn't you? 1-0. Massive game, that one at Bournemouth, Chelsea. Anyway, we are also witnessing Perez outperform Verstappen this weekend. Yeah, 10 if Leclerc gets past. I might have to agree with you. And I like Piastri. Oh, he's gonna. Surely you've got to go for it. You've got to go for it, Charles. You've got to go for it. He doesn't go for it, man. You're gonna run out of laps. You're gonna have to go for it at some point, Charles. What do you think this is gonna be? This is not easy. We all know. You're going to just got to send it, Brev. Honestly, what do you expect? Listen, you got Verstappen in 6th, Norris in 7th. You can go for the championship if you win here today, Charles. This is what they should be telling him on the team radio. They should be saying, listen, Charles, you can finish 2nd. It's a good day, a good battle. You shake hands with him and you say, fair play. But you win today, Charles. You've got your man, Max Verstappen in 6th. You've got your man, Lando Norris, who's down in 7th. Yeah? Win the race, Charles. And win next week in Singapore. And we're in. We're on, mate. It's on. I don't care. It's on. That's what they should be telling him. Listen, this championship is mathematically possible. Go for it. Finishing 2nd is no good. It's no good when you're this far behind and with this many races to go. You have to win. He has to win. Yeah, big win for you, yeah. Nottingham Forest. Good. Oh, yeah. Forest 1, Liverpool 0. Whoa. That was an acca buster as well, wasn't it? I mean, it's a hell of a fight. But Piastri's got a bit of a bigger gap this time. My God. I don't think I've ever seen, not that I can remember, ever seen a race fought so close for so long. These two have been battling for the lead since, for how long? 20 odd laps. I don't think I've ever seen a fight for the lead last this long. It's incredible, this. Look at how close to the wall they're getting there. Yeah, how stressed would you be with flipping if you're involved in the team? Andrea Stella, he'll be on the Stella after this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Sainz is on the scene. Carlos Sainz is on the scene here for the win. What a race. Carlos Sainz has arrived on scene. Piastri, from Leclerc, from Perez, from Sainz. A shame for Colapinto, but he showed how much pace he had. Oh, it is a shame for Colapinto. I just out of the points now. Yeah, Perez is now, Piastri might have this done. But look at this, right, so now, what a race this is, right. So now, it might be more about Perez versus Leclerc for second. I think Piastri's got himself a little bit of a gap here. As Piastri now weathered the storm on lap 47 of 51, is Piastri now starting to pull away from the Ferrari and secure an unbelievable win? Strolls out of the race. Has Piastri secured an unbelievable win here? Race on, yes, Matty P. This has been race on since like lap. When did Piastri dive bomb it? Like lap 19. This has been, I think it was about lap 19, Piastri dive bombed it. Since then, fantastic. First 18 laps, didn't exist. Look at this. Piastri's broken the toe. Piastri's broken the toe, mate. He's over a second and a half ahead of Leclerc now. All of a sudden, this is looking good for Piastri now. This is unbelievable. And I tell you what, Perez is all over the back of Leclerc. Leclerc's got to be, forget about attacking. Leclerc's going to be on defence mode now. Oh my God, Piastri's 1.7 seconds in the lead. This will be an incredible win for Piastri, this, if he holds on. Look at this now, you've got Perez with DRS on Leclerc. He has a look, but Leclerc holds on, and so it is now a battle for second. No rear tyres. Yes, so Leclerc's hit the cliff. Leclerc's hit the cliff, mate. Honestly, Leclerc's done here. Leclerc's tyres are gone. Leclerc's tyres are gone. It's over for Leclerc. He might be lucky to even, he might end up fourth. I can't even get my words out. Leclerc might end up finishing fourth here. The tyres are gone. Piastri's got this one, mate. Piastri's weathered an unbelievable storm from Charles Leclerc and he's got him beat. This is incredible, this race. This is incredible. Piastri's put on an absolute performance of his life here. And he's beaten Leclerc here. Piastri and Leclerc have gone toe-to-toe for over an hour, and Piastri's beaten him. Man to man, you know, equal machinery, equal tyres. Piastri has beaten Leclerc here. Head to head. Big moves. Big moves. 2.4. Piastri's done it, mate. Piastri with a drive from the heavens here today. Unbelievable. Leclerc's on serious weaving settings. Leclerc could end up finishing fourth here if he's not careful. He's trying to break the toe on Sergio Perez, but Perez, I think, has got to try and go for it on Leclerc. Look at this then. Leclerc defending on the inside. Perez has a look on the outside. But I just think that the Leclerc's cooked the tyres and now he's going to be clinging on. Meanwhile, Norris on Verstappen for 6th. What is this race? Here we go then. Norris round the outside of Verstappen. This is for the championship. Norris through on Verstappen. It's a arrive and drive for Lando Norris. Easy meat. Easy meat. So Norris will beat Verstappen today, but he'll only take a couple of points out of him in the overall championship. But crucially, does beat Verstappen today. Lap 49 of 51. Leclerc's holding on to second. Race of season. Definitely. Definitely, Matty. Definitely. We have to also mention Alonso's been quiet today, yeah, maintaining P8. I mean, I've not even talked about anyone from, like, 4th down. But, yeah, so it's Sainz. Russell's 5th. Not a bad day for him. Norris has passed Verstappen, so Norris 6th, Verstappen 7th. Yeah, Alonso 8th. Albon and Colapinto still in the points there, 9th and 10th. So, good day for Williams. Hamilton not getting any points today is a massive disappointment. Ocon and Bottas have been lapped. Stroll and Tsunoda out of the race. But here we go. Piastri's done him. Piastri leads by 3.6 here. Lap 49. Call it lap 50 of 51. And here comes Perez on Leclerc. Surely now, they go side by side into turn 1, and Perez is pushing him towards the wall, and Leclerc's got the inside line, and they come together surely there. Oh my God, Leclerc and Perez. Surely there was contact there. Sainz has now been put offline, and there's a big crash. Oh, there's a huge crash. Perez and Sainz have had a massive incident down the back straight, and it is going to be red flag. That is going to be it. That is going to be the end of the race. We've had a massive crash, and I'm gonna put the red flag out now before they do on the TV. A massive incident, and it was a matter of time. They were dicing, they were dip, dodge, dive, and in the end, Perez and Sainz have had a massive incident on the back straight. They've put the yellow flags out, but I've already put the red flag out. Let's have a look at the replay then. All this mess should secure the win for Piastri, by the way. So Perez, right? So Leclerc and Perez are shoving each other down into turn 1. Now down into turn 2, Sainz had a look at Leclerc, got misfooted coming out of turn 2, and whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? I mean, does it matter whose fault it is? Sainz's fault. I think Carlos Sainz is drifting over to the... Oh, God. It's hard to place a blame there. It's one of them where it's a nuance. It's a grey area of... it's a grey area, that. It's a grey area. But the point is, they're still under yellow flags. I put red flag out. So, well, they're just going to end it under yellow flags, aren't they? Virtual safety car. They're just going to end it under virtual safety car. So, it had the chaos and the drama at the end of an unbelievable battle for the lead. It had the chaos. I mean, it's a 10 this all day, isn't it? Brilliant. I knew Dan would love a pile-up. A fantastic race for Dan's not enough. He also needs a few in the wall. You know what I mean? I know you, Dan. I know you're not interested in Piastri and Leclerc battling for the lead for 50 laps. You need a couple of cars in the wall. What is that, Carlos? I would slightly put the blame on Sainz. But we're under virtual safety car, and that late incident should not take the shine off an incredible race, off an incredible drive from Oscar Piastri here. He's going to come round the final corner. He's going to power down the straight, albeit not at racing speed, because we are finishing this race on a virtual safety car settings. This is an unbelievable race and an unbelievable drive. And Oscar Piastri today has gone toe-to-toe with Charles Leclerc in equal machinery. They battled for the best part of 30 laps, nose to tail, and Piastri has done it. Piastri has beaten Leclerc today, fair and square, man to man, and Oscar Piastri unbelievably and phenomenally wins the 2024 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. An incredible drive, the drive of his career. He went toe-to-toe with Charles Percival Leclerc and beat him. Leclerc comes home in second after a fight of his life with Piastri. An unbelievable race. All this incident between Sainz and Perez has handed Russell an unlikely podium. So Russell ends up coming home in third. Norris will end up fourth. Verstappen will end up fifth. Alonso will be sixth. And an incredible day for Williams, ending up 7th and 8th. Hamilton does end up in the points in the end in P9. And Oliver Behrman as well gets a point in P10 in the Haas on his Haas debut. But an incredible, and McLaren now take the lead in the Constructors' Championship as well. But race of the season without a doubt. And I'm giving this a fat 10 out of 10. Unbelievable. What a drive from Piastri. What a drive from Leclerc, honestly. He had the chaos at the end with Sainz and Perez. And I tell you what, that move that Oscar Piastri pulled on Leclerc down the inside into turn one, the dive bomb of all dive bombs, is move of the season. Fantastic. What a race. So I'm gonna go 10 out of 10. Driver of the day, Lance Stroll. As always, no. Listen, 10 out of 10. Driver of the day, obviously, your man, Oscar Piastri. 10 out of 10. I can't believe I'm saying 10 out of 10. After the first 10 laps, I was 1 out of 10. But phenomenal. What a race. If you haven't already, please do drop a like on the stream. You know, I'm just listening to Charles' team radio. He's apologising, you know. But yeah, thank you all for being in the stream. It's been fantastic today. This has been, it might be my favourite watch along that I've ever done. You know, it's been fantastic. You know, that was nail biting from the first 15 laps. Forget about it, and then from there we've had an hour of edge of the seat stuff there, a good hour where it's been who's going to win this and battling for the lead every lap. It's been fantastic. So I appreciate you all being in the stream. Obviously as well. Everybody that has put a message in live chat today will be entered into round 17 of the Viewers' Championship, which will probably be tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. So if you haven't put a message in live chat, now is your last chance. But we have, you know, everyone's got in chat today. We've probably got a grid of at least about 20 to 25 people in the next round of the Viewers' Championship. So thank you all for interacting with the stream and being with me today. Please do drop a like on your way out. That has been a phenomenal Azerbaijan Grand Prix, of which Oscar Piastri takes his second race win of the season. And what a season we're having in 2024. The best season I've seen for a long, long time. So thank you all for being in. I'll be back for the Viewers' Championship race at Indianapolis tomorrow evening. And then after that, it'll be Singapore Grand Prix. Or maybe qualifying as well for that one next weekend. So the races are coming thick and fast. And we are into the final third of the season. But thank you all for being in the stream. Appreciate each and every single one of you. And peace out, and catch you for the Viewers' Championship. If you typed a message in, you're in. Piastri wins in Baku. Unbelievable race. See you in a bit.